My lovelies, so in today's video I'm going to be doing another hormone update. It has been a total of 2.5 years, you guys. 2.5 years since I've taken HRT. So for those of you guys who do not know what HRT is, HRT basically stands for hormone replacement therapy. Now HRT has been a really big part of my life, considering how much it has just changed me as a person for the better and just how far it has gotten me into my transition. I'm actually really shocked that it's been 2.5 years since I first took my pill. Time definitely does fly fast, and just looking back on it, I definitely have seen so many changes over the years, not just with physical appearance, but just overall my well-being and just my mental state and just how far I've gotten into my womanhood. It has just been an amazing feeling. So I'm so glad to be sharing this with you guys, because I think that this is definitely informative, and I think that some people can get help from this. You never know. Now, before we get into this video, I would like to shout out to my business. For those of you guys who do not know, I am a young entrepreneur and I just opened up my own beauty business. So I hope you guys will love to support me. All of my lashes are 20% off. These are called Goddess and they are currently up on my site. So if you guys would like to check out my shop, the links will all be in the description box below. And yeah, support your girl. So overall, this process has been a really good process. It has definitely taught me a lot, and I would say that the most changes that I've encountered has definitely been within my 1 year to 2 year mark. That is when I've seen like the most tremendous changes. When I first started HRT, you know, I did have a few changes here and there, but it wasn't as noticeably as it is now. So I think I'm going to start with the physical changes first. My skin has definitely gotten softer. Before HRT, I definitely had to moisturize a lot more than I do now, just by the palms of my hands. Like, it is definitely just a lot softer. It's not as harsh and as rough as it would be before HRT. Now, as far as having clear skin, I have definitely seen an improvement. From my childhood, I never really had issues with acne because my parents, they never had issues with acne. After taking HRT, I definitely see a big difference. Before HRT, I would definitely get like little bumps here and there. Now I hardly ever get bumps. I think the only time that I actually really get face bumps is if I maybe eat too much sugar or drink too much sugar. Usually, I never really get pimples anymore, and that's really great. Now, as far as hair growth, I'll let you guys be the judge of that. My hair has definitely grown so much from before. So my hair definitely did get a lot longer. Now, it was longer than this, but I actually did cut it. So I think by now it probably would have been like right here, to be honest, because I did cut a good chunk. My hair does feel a lot thicker and fuller now. Now, as far as body hair, I don't really notice much of a difference than before I took HRT. The only thing that I've noticed that has changed was definitely the slow production of it. Now, don't get me wrong, it can still grow, but it doesn't grow as fast anymore as it did. Now, as far as growing a beard, I never really had issues with that. I just never really produced a lot of hair right here, so that's not really an issue for me. Now, if people are struggling with that, I do recommend going to a laser therapist. And in some insurances, it actually does cover that for free if you're transitioning, so that is a plus. So make sure you guys research that and get into that, because that can definitely help you guys who are struggling when it comes to hair growth. HRT does not change your bone structure, okay? It does not change your bone structure at all. I don't know why people keep saying that, but that's not true. It actually does, in fact, change your fat distribution. Now, my fat distribution has been going amazing, you guys. I've gotten so much fuller in my cheek areas. My jawline has gotten softer. Everything just fills out in the right places now. Ever since I took HRT, now I have more fat in my cheek areas and just my face, so it does look a lot rounder now. The fat distribution has definitely softened my shoulders even more, and that's what I love. It definitely does look more softer. I've gotten so thicker, you guys, like it's crazy. Like, I've just been gaining so much weight, and I still do gain weight now. That's why I do find it important to go to the gym, because I notice I do gain weight now. Like, I'm at a stage where I can gain weight. Like, if I don't work out, slowly but surely I can get chunky, but I'm not gonna let that happen. So I'm gonna make sure I go to the gym and everything. It definitely has given me a lot more curves, and I definitely will be inserting a video right here. So as you guys can see, my body is definitely feels a lot softer, and it does fill in more femininely. So that's what I love. I honestly feel like that's the best part of my HRT process, because growing up, I've always been more skinny. I've always been on the skinny side. So now that I'm gaining all this weight, it's definitely amazing, because I was literally built like a bag of bones, but now I'm thick. So I love it. Definitely has filled in my body. Everything's just a lot softer. Everything is filling in really nicely. Now, as far as my breast growth, which is what everybody wants to know, I've seen a lot of trans women over the years that have a lot of breast growth, but me personally, I haven't had a lot of breast growth. I think I reached my peak at about the 6th month. I remember going to my doctor's office, and when he measured my breasts, he was actually really shocked because my breasts were growing more than normally. He was telling me that trans girls who go through the same process at the same time as me usually grow their breasts to around 6 in their 6th month, but my breasts grew to a 12, so that was really amazing. I was super happy about that. But then ever since then, you guys, my breasts have not grown at all. It was to the point where he prescribed me with progesterone, and that still didn't work, you guys. Like, I still got measured. It was still the same thing, so I'm a little disappointed about that. I think the only growth that I have so far is like the fullness now. It definitely does feel a lot rounder, especially under the boob. It's definitely a lot rounder. But as far as it growing out more, it's been the same. So I do plan on getting surgery soon. But I don't look at it as a bad thing because everyone's different, everyone's body's different, and everyone grows different. You never know. I might have freaking big boobs in a year or two. You never really know. I try not to be discouraged about that. Now, since I'm already 2.5 years, I haven't really experienced a lot of soreness in my breasts. I do feel little knots here and there, but as far as it being super sore, I don't really experience that anymore. But when I first started my transition, I definitely did experience soreness, and it was just so sore. So if you guys are gonna take HRT, please brace yourself for that because it is a bitch, okay? It is painful. Just saying. Now, as far as mental changes go, I've definitely learned how to control my feelings more. I still am a bit sensitive because estrogen does, in fact, makes you very sensitive and emotional. When you first start taking hormones, it's just a wreck because it's something new. It's a new experience for you. It's something's going into your body and it's making you like sad. It's making you have these emotions, like you're going up and down, and you just don't know how to control it because it's foreign to your body. So you just really have to learn to adapt to it. And over the years of taking HRT, you definitely will. So that's what has happened to me. I'm still emotional. I still have my mood swings like any other girl, but I definitely do learn how to control them more now. Now with hormones, you guys will have a lot of cravings. I get so many cravings. I still do. I eat so much, you guys. Like, I feel like HRT has definitely caused me to eat so much. Like, my metabolism is just a wreck. I literally eat all the freaking time, you guys. And I think that's what also helped me with my weight gain, is just me eating a lot, because I do eat a lot. One thing we go through when taking HRT is these heat flashes, you guys. That's one thing I hate about HRT. 1 second I'll be super cold, and then all of a sudden I'll be super hot. I could be really content for 1 minute, and then literally 2 seconds later I'm freaking burning in the bed. Like, literally my legs are burning, my body's burning. I'm just sweating everywhere. Even when I got a big old fan next to me, I'm just sweating out of control, and I just hate that. That's one thing I hate about HRT is the heat flashes. 'Cause girl, it is not cute. Now, I feel like this is something that not a lot of people talk about. With hormones, it has definitely helped my well-being because I definitely do feel more at peace with myself, and I do feel more content in my body because prior to my HRT, I didn't have what I have now. So that definitely did make me a lot more insecure. It sucks when your mind's one way, but your body's not matching that way. And when you're looking at yourself in the mirror every day and your body isn't matching what your mind's telling you, it is hard to process that. So HRT has definitely helped me be more at peace of mind. And it has just given me the confidence to just be myself and just to finally feel comfortable in who I am. I finally feel comfortable in being a woman. It's just an amazing feeling, and it's an amazing experience to go through, and it's just really life-changing. So that's why I'm so grateful for HRT and what it has done for me. It's definitely just given me more a peace of mind. It's just made me more confident, and it's just made me overall a better person. To my viewers who are of trans experience, I don't want you guys to get discouraged when you guys see other trans women taking hormones or getting their surgeries. I don't want you guys to feel discouraged by that, because everyone's transition is different. So you can't compare yourself to others. You just have to focus on you and your transition, and just know that one day you will get at a point where someone else is at. But it does take time and patience. You gotta move at your own pace, and just know that your transition will come along. It's just a learning process, and you guys will definitely get through it. Always stay positive and always do your research. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much all of my changes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye, lovelies.